The Season 12 Stanley Cup Final is a rematch of the Season 4 Stanley Cup Final. In the GM mode, it's Habs and it is Avalanche. Once again, one of the great jersey matchups you can get in the Stanley Cup Final, in my opinion. The colors, the logos, the jerseys. This is Patrick Waugh's former teams as well in his playing career. It just doesn't get much better than this, in my opinion. This is aesthetically a very nice Stanley Cup Final we have here. And we have the rematch as well of the Alex Galchenyuk for Matt Duchene trade that went down in Season 1. Both of these teams have been Stanley Cup champions in this GM mode. Now, of course, I have more rings in the GM mode than I can put on at least one hand, for sure. The Avalanche have won Stanley Cup championship in the GM mode, but it's worked out for both sides. The Duchene-Galchenyuk deal has worked out well. As you can see, Galchenyuk is actually, his growth has made him a better player than Matt Duchene is. There is an age difference. Galchenyuk is a slightly younger player by a handful of years than Duchene is. And obviously, I would take the Duchene trade every day of the week, considering what we've accomplished in this GM mode. You will also notice that this team is solid down the middle, as they have Nathan MacKinnon. And they did have Nathan MacKinnon at the time of that trade, but he was not NHL ready yet. And in Season 1, when that trade went down, he is the second line center, 89 overall. Glennie on the third line. This is the riches that the Avalanche have here. They can play an 85 overall player on their third line center position. It is Landeskog, Galchenyuk, McElrath. Not sure if that's just how this team is structured, having the 81 overall forward on the right wing, but it's worked out because they've made the Stanley Cup Final and they beat McDavid's Canucks in the previous round. Arvidsson, McKinnon, Panik, Dakiv. That's going to be a name I'm going to have to get into in this series, with Glennie down the middle, then Bonino, Rask, Smith, and Saarinen. On the blue line, I'll keep it short and sweet, but Elliott Johnson is a great D pairing, 86 paired with an 87. They got the two-way defender, can put in a little bit of offense with the defensive-minded defenseman in Eric Johnson. Brodin from the former Minnesota Wild and Tyson Barrie formed a solid-looking second pair. Urban with Walker on the third pair. Their power play is like this. It's a quick snapshot of it. And their penalty kill is like this. There's a quick snapshot of that. In the goal crease, tending it for the Avs is Brassard, a 91 hybrid with Pakashlati as the backup goaltender. We will look at these two goaltenders in further detail, but I'm very curious about the attributes and the statistics of Brassard, being that this might be the highest overall goaltender I've faced in a playoff or Stanley Cup Final round. Based on the production, this is the point production in the playoffs in 17 games played for the Colorado Avalanche. Galchenyuk leads all in points. He's only contributed the 2 goals. Here's a look at Galchenyuk. He's 31. Maybe a little past the prime of his career. I don't even know what he was in terms of an overall rating at the pure just height of his career. But look at this. I gave up on this, by the way. This is what I traded to the Avalanche. A 5-star shooting category, a 5-star puck skills, 5-star senses, almost a 5-star skating, 4.5, but you could just give him the other half. I mean, you might as well. A 3-star physical, okay, that's the one category that's lacking for Galchenyuk, but the 5-star D category, he's really solid everywhere. The faceoffs could be a little better considering you're the first line center for the Avalanche. But I mean, when you're hitting a 91, I mean, was it a 91 or it says 90 in this screen? I thought he was a 91. Maybe he is a 90. I don't know. Either way, when you're hitting in the 90 overall range, you're doing enough. You're good enough. And at 31, what's the contract look like? He's a former third overall pick of the Canadiens. Obviously, we know that. He's got 2 years left at a $10 million AAV on that deal. The career numbers for Galchenyuk, he's just shy of 1,000 games played. I'd say if you're the Avalanche, this is his previous 4 seasons, by the way, in the regular season. If you're the Avalanche, you've gotten your money's worth with this guy. He's also led you back to another Stanley Cup final appearance, and again against his former team. Now, I don't remember who did the Avalanche beat the year that they won the cup in this GM mode. I'm going to see if I can find that out, but I guess it was the Ottawa Senators. I don't want to spend any more time than I have already here, but Victor Rask, that was a name I don't know if I saw him. I don't know if I saw him in the lineup sheet. He's played 17 games. Maybe he is healthy. 13 points. Ness, I don't know if I remember seeing Tyson Ness, but again, I didn't pay that much attention to their lineup when I was previewing it outside of Landeskog, McKinnon, and Galchenyuk. Landeskog with 11 points, McKinnon, Johnson, and just down the list, just going to give you all the numbers. If you really want to detail this, you can certainly pause the screen and look at all of these numbers in a greater detail than I'm going to give you right here. Now, Victor Arvidsson was in the lineup, was he not? I think he's in there, so someone is definitely injured. And I thought Arvidsson was playing. Was he in the top 9? But anyway, here's a look at Landeskog, 32 years old. And the career numbers, I'm just going to show you all the stuff of Landeskog, his attributes and stats, McKinnon as well, just so it's in the video. The career numbers, the contract value of Nathan McKinnon, the attributes, there's the stats from the regular season, there's the stats from the playoff screen. As long as I sync up the audio and video correctly, it should all be in there nicely. I do want to look at this Dakiv guy. Dakiv, is he Ukrainian? Is that what that is? Ukraine? Born grinder center in the first round at 18th overall. And his numbers from the regular season. So just some names in here that there was a defenseman I wanted to look at. Dakiv was a forward. Yes, Urban, the Swedish defenseman, 34 years old. So a vet here getting on that blue line for the Colorado Avalanche. And then the goaltenders. We got to look at the goaltenders. I've wasted a lot of time on this intro, but you can skip the intro if you want to. Brassard, who was the goaltender when we faced the Avs before? I think it was Varlamov. I'm pretty sure it was Varlamov. We are getting a look at Brassard this time around. He is a 2014 third overall pick by the Avs. That would have been one of the first drafts we had in the GM mode, if not the first draft that we had in the GM mode. The numbers from the regular season was a 915, so his save percentage is pretty consistent, but a little bit down in 50 games played in the regular season. But no one cares about those numbers when you've got 25 games played in 22-23. That's the year they won the cup. So we can actually take a look and see who they defeated. He had a 145 GAA and a 955 save percentage in the Stanley Cup playoffs all the way to that championship. 6 shutouts en route to that Stanley Cup victory. That'll get it done. That will certainly get it done. They played 15 games to this point in the playoffs, rocking the 927. So a far cry from the 25 games played that it took to win the cup. We are trying to prevent Brassard and the Avs from getting their hands on the second one in the GM mode. There you go. They were previous winners. Okay, so here's your Stanley Cup winners. They won the cup. So we have the 2 most recent cup champions are facing off in the cup final again. And the year that they got it done, the Coyotes have been the President's Trophy winners from the previous 3 seasons. They did not win it this year. It was the Avalanche representing in the West. We know that. They did play the Ottawa Senators. The Prince of Wales Trophy has been back in the hands of the Montreal Canadiens now for 2 seasons in a row, as we are currently playing the 2024-2025 Stanley Cup Final. And one last look at the playoff tree in summary. This is who the Avalanche have beaten. You can pause the screen. I went over this in detail. This is who we beat to get here. It's down to us, ourselves, and the Avalanche. Stanley Cup Final, Game 1. Let's get it on. Is this the beginning of an epic series? I'm a little bit nervous of what is to come between the Avalanche and the Canadiens, and we're coming off of one of the most, and not one of the most, I think we are coming off the most raucous series I've played against an AI opponent in the GM mode all time. And that was the series we had with the Columbus Blue Jackets. All 6 games. Truly phenomenal gameplay, truly phenomenal action against myself and the AI. We find ourselves back once again in the Cup final, doing battle with the Colorado Avalanche. I'm a little nervous to face this squad because they do have some depth. They do have some big name players, but we acquired one of our own ourselves. Sidney Crosby, number 87, is out there playing a Cup final game for the Montreal Canadiens. Could you only dream of it if you're a Habs fan? Because you could only basically dream of it, as that guy in the real world is more than likely a lifelong Pittsburgh Penguin. Puck knocked down by Pacioretty. Tried to go back to Duchesne, the former member of the Colorado Avalanche. Puck sent down for Duchesne. The return is up top now for Biegers, who just wants to wrist one low. The deflection is blocked away. Eric Johnson on the D has the puck pinned to the boards. Elliott will try to go around on that weak side. That was a very unorthodox breakout play. It's worked out nonetheless for the Avalanche. And there's Brent Burns, who's on it, who's currently in the real world a member of the Colorado Avalanche. This summer, he re-upped with the Avs in free agency. It looked like he might be considering retirement, but I didn't really think that Brent Burns would really retire. I felt like that guy just has a lot more still left to go in the tank. I should have just passed that puck along there with Duchesne, who's the first man to get back on the puck on the back check. Ronning will slow it down, pinning it on the board. Played up to Kamayev. Knocked back in. I believe that was Bonino that had the shot. Back up the strong side boards for Kamayev. Now Matt Duchesne, he can try his twisty bits on this zone entry. Spins it around. A deke to the interior. Thwarted by his former teammate Tyson Barrie. Panic will not panic with the puck. Sending it along to McKinnon, who sent it to Arvidsson, and it's been dumped in from there. Panic. Back to the point. Arvidsson now playing that point roll. Shot in on the blocker side. Ronning will chase after it and poke it up into the air. Back from the point. Blocked by Messier. This is a crazed gameplay in the D zone. There's a broken twig laying on the ice, mind you, as well. It's definitely one of those white CCM twigs. Anybody remember those sticks? And that stick will not play a factor on this entry. Kamayev dangles to the inside. Windmill move picked off. Coming back through and headed up for Smith as the Avalanche regained the possession. Fucali slows the puck down, wristed back up the boards. There's Torrey Reinprecht. It's been poked off the stick, sent back along the net. We're going to have to get this up the boards and find a way out of the zone. Eventually, it is there. It is not there anymore as it goes off of an Avs skate instead there. Bertrand, wrister behind the net. We're going to get in after this. Elliott will play it. Along for Saarinen. He goes D to D over for Johnson. Smith will skate it across the blue. Run into by Brent Burns. Biegers chips it along those boards. Up for Crosby now. He makes his moves, and Crosby has his second shift of this Stanley Cup final. His shot is gloved, floated back almost out of the zone off of the Sidney Crosby shot, and now the Avs chip it back in. Biegers had to defend from the side of the net. Saved by Fucali. The poke checks by Crosby. Gets the puck out of the zone. Pacioretty leaves it along for Crosby. Pacioretty brings it back offside. This gameplay has been too much for me to keep up with. My God, that was just about multiple sequences and a half. A lot of game. These two teams want it pretty bad. I don't know if we've registered much more than one shot on goal. We know that Crosby had a chance that was basically swatted back to the neutral ice off of Brassard's glove as he tried to make a save on that difficult Crosby chance. Landeskog is onside with this play. One-handed puck shield backdoor goal. There it is. This Avalanche team is not playing around. So I've gone with, I want to show you it, tight point. Crash the net, that's the offense. Tight point D, high pressure. Now this is an aggressive way to play defense. It's been kind of working so far, in my opinion. But I was going to say it hasn't really backfired until this point. McElrath gets it on the board for the Avs. I want to go back to my first line, but I think my fourth line's going to get out there. Nope, that's Matt Duchesne. That's my second line. I don't know. The line changes were really messy, really sloppy there, but we might get that first line on the ice shortly hereafter. Kuzhawinski dangles it up front, and I still haven't even touched really on the Duchesne and Galchenyuk trade. I did on the intro, but for anyone that skipped the intro and anyone that's watching now at this point, we do have the rematch of Duchesne-Galchenyuk. The first time they met in the Stanley Cup Final against each other since the trade, it seemed that Matt Duchesne came out victorious on the victorious end of that one. That dump in from Kuzhawinski handled pretty easily by Eric Brassard. Brodin will sling it along for Panik. The breakout is coming quick for the Avalanche. Their speed and transition is something to watch out for. But you want to talk about speed and transition. This man can do it right here. That was slick by Matt Duchesne. That was equally slick by. He went coast to coast. This is what I believe. This is why I believe in Matt Duchesne. We're taking a penalty. We're gonna be chill. We're gonna be chill about it. We touch it. That was some moves by Duchesne. He's taking the penalty as well. So he made the moves. He dangled defenseman. He shot on goal, took the penalty, and touched the puck to go into the box for his infraction. It is a slash. I don't know if I had anything to do with that. I love that we got Ain't Talking About Love playing. Love that song. Great song. Van Halen. Shout out to Van Halen. And unfortunately, the world lost EVH, Eddie Van Halen, about 6 years ago, wasn't it? Man, it's crazy to believe how quickly time flies. Low to the ice. Rebound that Kuzhawinski couldn't pounce on. Elliott passes to himself, but in goes early on the play. Number 18 for the Avs. That'll be back for Walker. Walker will likely skate this, but it will be punched back to center ice on the stick of Chris Begers. Great penalty killing here. We stay with our man. Back to Galchenyuk. Plays in a long shot. Really aggressive save. Top of the paint stuff from Fucale. That shot whistles wide of Fucale's goal crease. And now we can try some slick handles here. Pacioretty dinks it off the boards to himself. Deep bunch. Pump to the inside. And it'll be Galchenyuk giving McKinnon and Denny a chance to skate this out of the zone. From the red line now, a dump in likely coming unless they just pull up. They're waiting for that chance to skate it in on side. Brodin back up for Dakiv, who sends it in on the blocker side. Galchenyuk run into fiercely by Damon Severson, one of my smartest penalty killers on the ice. We're going to need the most out of Severson. Hedman pulls himself out of position. Back to the point. Shot trickles in. Hedman pulls it away from the goal line. That'll be a wise decision to take a whistle there. Oh, the puck was jumping around. Get out of my goal crease, says Damon Severson to Alex Galchenyuk. Damon Severson was not here at the time of that trade. He was a member of the Devils organization. I believe he was on the Devils organization. Fucale, as cool as a cucumber can be in that net. I mean, I guess at times it's looked a little panicked. Sometimes, do cucumbers panic at times? I'm going to panic in this game. I'll tell you what, if we continue to see the possessions rack up like this for the Avalanche, we got to have some extended zone time in the Colorado zone. Turnovers at neutral ice are not going to help that cause. Brent Burns handles it off the dump, sends it along the boards, and it's back out the center. That's LeBlanc passing it along for Stromwall, and then Stromwall, he will spin-a-rama over to Begers. That's a time for a shot right up by the ear. Perfectly done by Begers, but an easier and better save by Eric Brassard. Oh, is there a cut on the face of Begers? Does he naturally have a cut under his eye? You know, those are the battle scars of this long playoff run. That's what that is. I need a lot out of my first line. Crosby doesn't win the face-off. That's fine. We go in after the puck on Johnson's stick. There it is. Turnover. Crosby and Ming are hunting after it. Ming will play it away. Nice puck shield. Learned a lot from Sidney Crosby, I guess, playing with Sid on this team. Down for Crosby. Back up top. Nice puck movement here. And I want to continue this puck movement. This trend needs to continue. We need to prove that we belong. Glenny out to Dakiv. This will be slowed down by Fucale. We can go for Ronning. We will skate it up to Ming. Now Crosby will handle at center ice. There's a move. There's a second move. Crosby pulling off the pivots and still has this is such Sidney Crosby type brilliant. Cut back move. Crosby pivots again. Look at this is Sidney Crosby. Excellent shooting. And Brassard will cover it there. I mean, you just have to persist. You just have to keep persisting if you're Sid. Doing what he does best. Can we get a Galchenyuk versus Duchesne face-off? I mean, we will at some point in this series. If we didn't have it, we will. If we didn't have it off the opening puck drop, we have it now. Duchesne versus Galchenyuk. Duchesne wins the faceoff. Severson wrister, but it was blocked. But Barry slings it along. Landeskog back for Barry. And the breakout teeter-totter continues between these two. Long stretch feed to McElrath. Right on that play. Johnny on the spot was Victor Hedman. That deflects off the stick of Galchenyuk into the zone. Severson is really up aggressive on the D. The way we're playing this, if we get burned, we're going to get burned badly, but I like that we're playing really aggressive because we can keep the puck in if we do. I got to get that puck moving. There it is. That was a risky play. All right, go Niederreiter. You got one to deke, one to beat. He's staying on it. Oh, Galchenyuk will come away with it anyway. And we just got to be on, and that'll be a penalty. We had to be on him. Oh, wait. Back down the boards, knocked down by Kamayev. Got to stay on that strong side of the puck. And it's a 5-on-3. Well, we're shooting ourselves a little bit in the foot to begin this game. Begers took a penalty somewhere in there as well. Probably interference. No, it's Burns, not Begers. Did I get that wrong? Wait, Begers and Burns are both going. Oh, Begers is the guy that tripped up. He took the tripping infraction initially. Okay. Oh my God. I can't handle the puck in front of the net like that. It's just dangerous. Not smart moves. Got to dump it in. We need to basically get through this period and get through this kill and just try to make a reset from there. Don't worry about offense right now. Just try to get through this. Ronning, good stick. Pin it there. You got to go on the other side of the puck if you're Hedman there. It was on the wrong side of the puck. Swatted down. Oh, they're just walking us in the D zone. I'm going to chip it. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, my God. Sukai Ming, now you got to take it. You need to get a shot on goal here if you're Ming. You just have to. Even if it's a flubber, it's blocked. But that'll end the period. We can at least reset. I thought it took a penalty. I'm diving to take that pass away. Horrible period. Just a terrible introduction to the Stanley Cup final for the Montreal Canadiens. Lucky to be down by one, honestly, I would say. The penalty kills are the main source of the problem right now, is taking penalties and putting ourselves at a 5-on-3 disadvantage. We've got our hands full to begin period number 2. Fucale is keeping us in it right now. Steady the waters, Zachary Fucale. Well, excuse the pun. It is an avalanche of shots and chances for the Colorado Avalanche. After one period to play, they had the 15 shots. We just got 6. And the 6 is partly a result of being very patient. We may be an overly patient team through the first bit of this game. And I don't necessarily have a problem with being patient, but there's a point where you do want to generate some things. That was wonderfully defended by myself as Damon Severson. So I'm going to try to just cross these guys up. Oh, I had it. And the puck slightly slid away from Duchesne, but that was the exact right move to make. I made a great deke. We're going to lend that along for Matt Duchesne. He's just going to have to do it again. His windmill opportunity succeeds, but the defense was too strong from Elliott. So a round of applause for Elliott on the defensive side of the puck. You got to tip your cap when it's due. What a move by McKinnon. These dekes are going to catch my entire team out. We're going to take more penalties because we are just not ready for this team. Up to Begers. Begers is basically kind of got to... Yeah, I was going to say we got to pull it back and let the forwards get in there. We could have just dumped it in, which in hindsight, I think we would have been better off doing, dumping the puck in. There were some great defensive plays on that kill to begin the period. Now, the Avs have got to be thinking that's a missed chance. They had their missed opportunity, 5-on-3. They just got the 1-goal game right now, so they got the 1-goal lead. We kind of like this game where we got it. So I got to be on that puck with Patch ready. There's my defenseman. I'm going to give that over to Burns, and he's going to take it beyond the blue line because why? Why? Burns, stop. He kind of motors on. I got to pass. I had to pass faster than I did. Poke that back in. Ming, sling it back in. Ming, he's in a battle. We're fighting for every puck right now in this game and in this series. But it's the cup final. It's kind of what I expect. Ming should be to this. I'm going to give that for Crosby. Anytime Crosby can get it, you give him the puck, especially when he's got the speed. Poked away from Landeskog, but it's not going to be enough as Burns was not on time to get to that puck. McElrath to the far corner. Begers, ship it along. There you go. Kamayev sweep that puck up off the boards. And then, oh my God, and it didn't get over the blue line. Lucky that they missed. Really lucky that they missed. Where's our defense at? Kamayev down the wall. We got to defend this. Burns, oh my God. Get the puck. Get it. Get it and get it under control. My God, we're lucky they're changing. They would have had us hemmed in fully on that. All right, dropping it. Stromwald to the middle with a, oh my God, with a guy driving the net, but he blocked his own man's shot. I'm going to cut back, double back again against the grain there. Passed off the goalie. It escaped Severson. We created a 2-on-1 because of that. A nice stick by Hedman there. Picked up his defense partner. Severson, get over there and block it. Fucali made the save. Bertrand, you got to slide back down. Where's my forwards at? Where's my defense? Well, defending this team is going to be a nightmare if we continue to run this strategy, I think. I might have to abandon ship on the high-pressure D. I just don't think it's working. Another dump in. And the Habs are spending the whole game basically in there. We're spending the whole game in our zone and chasing down pucks and dump ins. All right, dropping that over. Ryan Precht. There it is. Oh, what a save! And he sits on it. That's Vovoda's chance. What a beautiful one-timer. The patience and the vision of Tori Reinprecht with this pass. It's Vovoda's shot. Brassard's save. What a feed. You can't tell me that wasn't a great pass. And it wasn't a great look. That was a fantastic look. Good shot, good one-timer. Where you want to get it. We got the mismatch. First line versus fourth line. I'm going to try to get this matchup as much as I can. That's it. Sid's doubling back. Dropped back to the point. Running over to Messier. Get your shot lane. Oh, wow. He didn't fully make that save the way he didn't get the rebound control he wanted off of that save. Ben Messier is back. Another dump in. We're playing them well at the blue line. Ronning play it. Off the boards. There it is for Pacioretty. Banks right to him. A Ming's offside. A little hard with that pass. I'm going to go to my second line. I'm going to imagine that they got their second line rested enough that they can go to their second line. Who took that hit? Ben Messier. He had to take he got a shot lane. You have to do what you do there. Do what you have to do to get the puck on the net. That's basically going to be my MO for this game. I'm going to do a little pinwheel move and then send it up there to Niederreiter. Now, what kind of dropping it to myself? I was thinking that I would have more time by dropping it to myself than I did. He really cut that space off quickly. That's a deke that had to be done. There it is, Duchesne. All right, split the D. Nice spin move. Over to Kuzminski. Would have been an assist of the final right there with that play. We're all over this guy, but they make the breakout happen anyway. Glenny poked back to center ice. Defensive sticks have been on the money so far in this game. Can't really say that I'm complaining about the way we're defending this game in terms of our positioning and our stick positioning, our body positioning. Niederreiter, there's another inside-out move. Got to go to the back door if you're LeBlanc. You're the backdoor master. You're the best at it on this roster, but he didn't. He just evaded his duties. Galchenyuk's been dealt with. Messier flung along, back out front, lucky to not get scored on. We were a mess, a flurry of chances in the D zone for us. There it is, Kuzminski, eventually thrown back in by Elliott, and it's on goal and in the goal. Deflected by Galchenyuk, by the way. I mean, this guy scored only 3 goals to this point in the final. We blocked the initial try. Elliott perseveres, gets one right back through the traffic with a deflection, 5-hole. Okay, I'm not worried about, it's not so much a defensive issue. We now just need to start getting some we need quantity. It's not so much about quality anymore, we need quantity. The way that they've been getting quantity on our goaltender, we just need shots now. We need a first goal. We needed our first goal in this game and in this series. We just need to get one. I didn't think it would take us this long to get one, but I mean, if we keep turning, oh my God, I'm gonna ram someone's head in. I'm gonna send one of these Avs players to the frickin' hospital when this game. I'm gonna abandon my D strategy. This isn't working. This is horrendous. I'm sorry, Fucali, and I have to apologize, but this is not the way to play the game. This is not the way we need to play this game. Tight point is a good way to go, but high pressure D is failing us, and spectacular failure so far. I didn't think this cup final was going to be an easy series. I think this might be the toughest series that we play so far. I really do. But we're not out of it. We got to get that next goal, and I think it's about time that I just got to turn on the rocket boosters shorthanded. So Duchesne, right now you got one to beat. Drag, shoot, and just test this goalie. Now the problem we have, this is a 91 overall goalie, so I don't believe that we can just shoot anywhere. How do you like that? You like me to shoot that puck at your boards? You're going to get angry that I shot the puck at the boards? At your home fans? Puck's on net. Just volume. We win a face-off, take a shot. If we win one, take a shot. Is Sidney Crosby? No, wait. No, Sidney Crosby is not killing penalties. He should be killing penalties for this game. That was a horrible miss. Poked right back in, but that was the right play. Wise decision to poke that puck back in. And now Voivoda can try against McKinnon. Hedman turn around and get it. Now my defenseman supporting me in Damon Severson, not David. I don't know why I thought it was David Severson. Nice hit, Ming. Nice forecheck, but he didn't get it back. That's just the game. And that's just the game not giving him that possession. He earned it with that forechecking play. Okay. Stay with Glenny. Don't lose your inside. We're losing a lot of inside positioning. I'm not sure if they're... okay, push that up. There you go, Ming. He's slow because he's been out there for forever, so just shoot. Oh, and Brassard will knock it down. This is a good time to get a different group of penalty killers out there. I mean, there's 17 seconds left. At some point, I will have to put Sidney Crosby out there on the penalty kill. It's just going to happen throughout this game. We're not done taking penalties, but will the Avalanche take one at any point in this game? Kuzhawinski shooting. It's behind Brassard. We continue. We've racked up the shots now. And the best part about it is we've done this all shorthanded. We've been getting these chances all while killing a penalty. Duchesne win me a faceoff. He didn't do it, but we don't give up on this just because we lost the faceoff. Okay, now you got a back check. Oh, Roning's so far out of... He recovered. He was so far out of position, but he did eventually recover. And there's another shot with the deflection. Landeskog. I feel like a goal there would have been so much more costly than, you know, it's so bad and so costly if we get scored on. We need a group that's not tired. The problem with that sequence was we are tired. Everybody on the ice was tired. And Voivoda just got done helping kill a penalty. So this is interesting that he's already right back out there. That'll deflect. Brodin knocks it down with his hand. Ronning from the corner. Oh my God. Larry Ronning. Oh. And who was on that? McKinnon. We're stuck in our D zone. Gonna have to start playing really aggressive on D. Nice play to Bertrand. All right, Bertrand's gonna have to go inside out. Pull it back. I'm looking for my options. It's at the point. It's at the point, and he's been dealt with by... I don't know who that was that made that hit, but we stayed with this puck. Over to Bertrand. Shooting. Nice play on net. Back up top. DD. Shoot Begers. And saved by Brassard. That was good composure to just not get, you know, we had a bit, there was a big hit. We could have had a turnover. We went to Bertrand. They made a big save, but we stayed composed with it. We just turned around and get the puck back on the net. That was the chance I was talking about. Oh, it wasn't a great quality look because he kind of shoveled it on the backhand. Sidney Crosby taking the face-off. If it doesn't work out for this team, might be some subtle line changes coming up in the intermission. Definitely putting Sid on the penalty kill. Oh, that was so satisfying. That was silky smooth by Sidney Crosby. Pacioretty gets a puck on the net, and he digs it out. Burns. Oh, my God. Burns, you freaking... The problem with Burns being a right-handed shot there as well. That was really tough, and we were onside with that. I thought Burns had gone offside for a moment, but he was onside. There we go. Pacioretty, toe drag into nowhere, up to LeBlanc. Okay, LeBlanc, you got to hold on to the puck. I know it's tough. Did they just ice it? They did. Give me my second line. My first line, second line, these guys are going to get so much ice time. Nice hit by Burns. Duchesne on the backhand. Let's try this on the backhand. There it is. Okay, that's tough because of the face-off setup that we went with. Shoot, Severson. Okay, it was a 5-hole save. The important thing is we're getting the puck to the net. Duchesne, turn save by Brassard. What? I need a replay of that. This is dirty. We've been done dirty. We would run into the frickin' 91 overall goaltender. Look at this play by Duchesne. Look at this net cam. This is fine. He couldn't cover it. You got to shoot quicker than that if you're Duchesne. Spider-Man reflexes. What a stupid save. Duchesne's got to do it again. All over again. Nope, didn't win the face-off, but I'm not going to cry about it. We're giving him, there's so much room on that weak side to skate that puck. Oh, it's bouncing, I know. Someone just become an option. Vovoda headed up, Reinprecht. Dangle, skate the stick, but not gonna work. He prevails. Center, Ronning, down by Vovoda. We couldn't get it out into the net. We couldn't even get the puck at all. Oh boy. And you're trying to do the same moves that I pull off. Not so fast. Crosby. With 11 seconds, he's got the speed. He's got that speed, yo. He could do something with a quick face-off win. I don't know how he saved that through the screen. It was a good, yeah, neutral zone face-off as well. Crosby win it. He does. Go to Ming. Okay, we got time. Windmill to the outside. Back to, okay, well, that's fine. That's the end of the period. We're not going to get anything out of this. Shoot. Blocked. We just, I don't need to change lines right now. We're looking pretty decent. I mean, I felt like we had an okay period. We generated chances. Nothing is just simply beating this goaltender. He's standing on his head. Something's eventually going to break through and beat him. He's going to get beaten at some point in this game. There's no way he can keep doing what he just did to Duchesne in that second period. This deflection, man, 2 goals is a massive lead to overcome. We got it back a lot closer to where we wanted to be. We're down 28 shots to 21. We're down 2-0 on the scoreboard. Entering period 3. We gotta throw ourselves fully into this third period. That's what it essentially boils down to. Get ready to see a lot of 87 on the ice for this period. Just do. And get ready to see a lot of shots on net. Severson, I just continue to be astounded. I think he made a save. I continue to be astounded by this goaltender. I pointed that out in the team previews, that I felt like this goaltender might be a difference maker. Landeskog makes this game basically ended the game. This feels impossible to overcome. The only thing, I don't know if I'm going to change one thing. I'm going to go back to my first line, but I'm going to change to overload. I can change my lines if I wanted to. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go to overload with my first line, and I'm going to go to a weak side lock. And I mean, we haven't scored on the goalie, so let's just start shooting from everywhere. I mean, I don't want to become an off the rush guy, but we just needed one. Crosby took a penalty, but I understand. You got to be aggressive after the puck. You just have to be. I mean, they just grinded us into the ground. I think we got a 5-on-3. They've just grinded us into the ground in this game. It's a loss. Unfortunately, Sid is in the box. But this is basically a loss. And you're not in trouble until you've lost at home, so we can, we just need to take one on the road. That's all it boils down to. But whatever, let's try to get one. If we get one quickly shorthanded, I might have some faith in this team. Maybe being able to pull something off. I mean, we've pulled off crazier in the past. There's no way we're getting to this puck first, but you got to give it an honest effort if you're Duchesne. I mean, he's hunting down Elliott. I wasn't even pressing the speed burst button, and he was hunting down Elliott, so he's got a lot of speed in the tank, does Duchesne. Nice hip check. Just send it. I had to try. You had to try, but I mean, it's just, time's going to tick away on this whole shorthanded kill, and it's a long 5-on-3. Ronning just finished him. Nice play by Ronning. I don't know how he didn't get penalized for that. The puck did not get out of the zone. If you're Begers, you need to just try. Well, Begers just did more than try. He did. He succeeded. No way he just scored. That's the goal that beats Brassard and ends the shutout. That's the play? Unbelievable. And shrugged off the body check. Windmill. Shrugged off the body check. Beat his man to the puck. Forehand to backhand. Who are you? I mean, he just got embodied by Sidney Crosby for a shift. Sidney Crosby's not in the penalty box. He's inside the body of Chris Begers. I don't know if I want. I don't know if we do. We want to even envision that's. Do we want a visual that's the visual image that I want in my head right now? Sidney Crosby inside of Chris Begers. That's a sentence that I didn't say, or maybe I did say it. I don't know. I can't get over that goal. That was an unbelievable play. Well, put it on the highlight tape, and my streak of not being shut out in a GM mode episode can continue. I don't care. Now we can be talking a little bit more seriously about potentially getting ourselves back in the game. Oh my God, I'm not going to say anything because that was a great play by Damon Severson. That is not a good, that's offside. That was offside. Well, the game's over now. That was so offside. You're not even real. Gabe Landeskog is making, they just kept throwing it back in. We got to do the same thing to them. Fucale, just cover a puck, please. Just cover the puck one time. Well, Fucale just costed us. We just cost ourselves the game. And we just got back to even strength too. That's the part that pisses me off. Okay, I'm back to my... I don't give a damn. I will fight you over this. I will put you in the hospital over this fight. I will shoot this puck on your net every time. Taking Johnson off the ice, LeBlanc for Johnson is a good trade for us though. Like, that's a legitimately good trade, and I still have my timeout because they're going to get a bunch of momentum off of this fight. So I still got my timeout. And I don't care that LeBlanc lost this fight. I really don't. It's just, we played a really shitty game, just straight honesty. It was about time we just unleash something. After the whistle, I don't care. You get angry, you just got to do things. You just got to, you got to give yourself a spark. Even if you lose the fight, you got to try to give yourself a spark. And to me right now, what are we doing forechecking wise? The game won't pull it up. I've got to try to 1-2-2 aggressive. We got to try it. You got to try anything you can to try to get back in the game. If we can score a quick one, maybe. And I mean a quick one within the next 2 minutes. We get a quick one, who knows? We cannot take penalties against the Avalanche. And that's what we've been doing all night long. Now, we did get one sick shorthanded goal by this man right here, Chris Begers. That floater, and again, it's not considered... It's not considered offside, and Gabe Landeskog just owns the Canadiens right now. Well, I'm going to have a new strategy for Game 2, and we're basically going to flip the puck out of the zone anytime I can. I'm not trying to make any passes or plays. I'm just flipping it out. The Avs are not going to get a chance to get settled. We were just not ready to play this first game. Not ready at all. I'm a little nervous that Brassard is going to be the goalie that he's our undoing. Did we just ice this? We did not just ice it. Nice play on the forecheck. Now get it back. And of course we don't get it back. We're all over these guys on the forecheck. Nice play. Puck is all around the goaltender, and we'll take a penalty. But I don't even care at this point. I mean, the game's over. I don't even care about the penalty. It really doesn't hurt me or affect me in any way now. Penalize my team for trying to play. I just skated that puck. Now Vovoda, no deke. But Voda, try to invite someone into a fight. I don't care if you take a penalty here. I really don't. There's a penalty coming up on the play. So we're a 5-on-3. It's a good time to work on our penalty killing strategy. Does large box do anything? I didn't mean to go to large box. I wanted to go small box, but it doesn't matter. That was not what I meant to do. Yeah, it's going to be pretty sloppy to the end of the game. It's going to be sloppy to the end of the game. Running, you got to put these guys through the damn glass if you're running. And I think Ronning just took a penalty. They just continue rubbing it right in on our team. We're frustrated. We are just blown out of this game. So this is a time to work on D strategies if we ever get back to 5-on-5. Tight point. We're not going to play aggressive defensively against Colorado because it's just not going to work. And Fucale has been a leaking sieve. I could probably pull him out of the net and just give him a mercy pull, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think Ronning took a penalty. It's just frustration boiling over for our team. Oh my God. We're just getting pushed around in this game. That was a night. That was. Oh my God. I'm starting to play a little bit like a child now, out of just sheer frustration. Oh. God, you suck, Galchenyuk. How do you miss a wide open net right there? They are just clogging up space from us. How did we not pick the puck up with Duchesne there? Just trying to take Landeskog out of the play. I mean, at least this... can we say that at least it's happening in Game 1? We can tune it up from here. It's not happening in a Game 7 like it did against Edmonton. We can't... Oh, my God, this team just doesn't quit. I just whacked the stick out of Landeskog's hands, and now I'm trying to beat the crap out of Landeskog. They're just getting to every damn puck. I don't care how many penalties we took. I mean, it's just getting out of control. It is going to get out of control. Anytime Landeskog's on the ice, man, I'm going to be slashing at his hands. Holy shit, man. Holy crap. No, I thought we were going to still have that puck. What the hell was that by Sukai Ming? I'm going to start pressing random buttons every time he has it. Ming is kind of underrated gross. He's underratedly gross. What a block there by Vigers. I mean, in a game like this. Yeah, just slash Landeskog. Vigers is just over here hacking. He's just hacking at people. 49 shots against, man. There's number 50. That's number 50. Oh. Just get the game over with. I'm so pissed with this game, man. So pissed. I don't want to see Gabriel Landeskog anymore. I hope we put him in the freaking hospital. We're going to really change our tune for the next gameplay. We are going to have to. We don't have a choice. I'm wondering how many penalties can I get away with in this game. I mean, they've called so many against me. There has to be a timeout on penalties at some point. Well, we just put Doc Heave in the bench. Cool poke check, but we are not going to get after this. They're on so many long... They've spent basically the whole game on the power play. It's kind of ridiculous. Crossed you up one time. Crossed you up a second time. Like, where the hell was, whatever. I had that with Duchesne. You gotta be kidding me. I need to put new people on the penalty kill because these guys have been out here for so long. I've been gassed. I'm starting it all. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all after the whistle. Give me a penalty. Give me an extra penalty. I don't care. Man, it's crazy. This has been the longest end to a third period I've ever seen in my life. I'm just going to start tripping Gabe Landeskog anytime he touches the puck. I wish I could hit him, but everyone's so gassed. I should just call my timeout. Nice play, Begris. They kept it right back in. You have a job to stop Landeskog from shooting the puck. I'm so tired of Duchesne getting robbed in this game. Just so sick of it. Thank you, Brent Burns. You are just a wonderful human being for dealing with Galchenyuk the way that you just did. Oh. Hate game plays like this. I freaking hate game plays like this. Games just feel like they never end. That would have been a sick move if I pulled that off. I'm starting everything after the whistle. I mean, I'm going at him. Referee can look right at it. I don't care. You can call penalty. I don't care. Call one. I don't care. They don't even care. Referees are like, whatever. I just want to get home. Just want to get out of this. Just want to get back to the hotel. We got to quit blocking our own shots in this series if we want to have a chance. Took my time out, give Sidney Crosby a chance, whatever. Let's get some confidence going into the next game. Or not, you know, we can also just miss that shot on goal. Keep him out there. Do it again. Get the game over with. The good news is it doesn't get any more embarrassing than this embarrassing shit we've done tonight right here, right? It can't get any more embarrassing than this, can it? We're basically going to have to find a way to slow down this Avalanche team. Brassard is a problem. We have a problem to solve.